Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Days Jenny gets candid about living with husband Sumit's family for 9 months. I want my independent life back. The fan favorite couple returned to 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way for Season 7, premiering September 8 on TLC. Jenny Slatin and Sumit Singh have experienced many ups and downs in their 90 Day Fiancé journey in India, and their latest adventure is testing them more than ever. The couple, who met online in 2011 and married in 2021, make their return to 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way in the Season 7 premiere as fans see them move in with Singh's parents. Though they finally have the parents' seal of approval, this is a reality that Slatin calls really hard for her. "I'm still not used to it," she tells People exclusively after 9 months of living with her in-laws. "I want my independent life back. It's only been Sumit and I together living in our own place, doing our own thing, no one there to boss us around, tell us what to do," Slatin, 67, says of their last 7 years living together on their own. "I'm adjusting. But I have to tell you, it's not easy." Though Singh, 36, loves his parents and is grateful they finally accepted Slatin as a daughter-in-law, he says move is difficult for him, too. "In the last 7 years, I grew up as a person as well, and I learned how to be independent," he says. "I was loving it, it's my way, my life, and it was good. But now, with coming back with the family, I'm having a hard time to adjust back in," he admits. "I don't have any timeline because I cannot make any timeline," Singh shares. "Right now, I'm in the middle. My parents definitely want to live with us forever. They just never want to go out of our life because they get their son back in their life after 7 years, so that's why I don't have any timeline." He says the timeline depends on Jenny, but, as far as Slatin is concerned, she says she's ready to go. "I want our own place again where I have my own things, it's all put together my way," she adds. "Right now, I don't have that anymore." Despite her desire to move out of Singh's parents' home, Slatin clarifies that she doesn't want to sound ungrateful or anything. "They have accepted me and it's a big miracle in itself," she notes. "But if it was my decision, we'd be gone. Freedom is gone," she laments. "We stay in our bedroom most of the time." Slatin, a mother of 3 of her own children, says it all feels really strange to be ordered around by a mother-in-law with whom she's around the same age. When Singh's mom tells her what to wear, when it's time to pray, or gives other demands, she says she wants to tell her, "Leave me alone." Singh concurs, suggesting that it must be difficult for Slatin to be constantly told to change how she does things. "It's like, whatever you're doing is wrong. Learn my way, forget what you've been taught throughout your life," he says of the dynamic between his mother and his wife. Discussing their long-awaited return since they were last seen on the show in Season 3, Slatin admits there were no apprehensions when deciding whether or not to come back, adding that they were so excited when they received the call. She adds that they're thankful for the opportunity and are so lucky to be so beloved by fans. "I mean, it's better than being one of the hated couples," she reasons. "We are honored," Singh adds. "It's great. Feels great." Singh, when reflecting on what their time on the show has taught him, says it's all about learning to just live your life. To their detractors, he says, "If you like watching us, okay. If you don't like watching us, it's fine." Slatin says their journey in the 90 Day Fiancé universe so far has taught them to just don't give up. Love each other hard as you can. Hold on to each other and fight together. That's the main thing, she says. As long as you both are in it together for the same reason, it'll work out. We like to show that what we fought for was worth it, and look at us now, she adds. That's all I can say, look at us now. Jenny Slaton once thought the biggest challenge in her life would be convincing an entire country that her relationship with the much younger Sumit Singh was real, genuine, and worth fighting for. She thought the judgment of strangers was intimidating. She thought navigating immigration and marriage laws in India would be the hardest thing she would ever face. She was wrong. It turns out the real battle began inside her own home, living under the same roof as Sumit's traditional Indian family for 9 long months. For Jenny, independence was always synonymous with dignity. After years of being single, raising kids, and handling life on her own, she had built a rhythm: quiet mornings, slow coffee, making decisions without committee approval. She never expected, in her early 60s, to suddenly share a house full of relatives with schedules, opinions, and strict expectations. But after lockdowns, financial uncertainty, and the lingering tension between her and Sumit's parents, Jenny and Sumit agreed living with the family was the only option for stability at the time. They packed their life into boxes and moved into a home where privacy did not exist and where every action from cooking breakfast to answering a phone call became communal property. At first, Jenny tried to blend in. She woke early to help in the kitchen. She learned recipes she couldn't pronounce. She nodded politely when Sumit's mother tried to lecture her on how to properly fold saris or prepare lentils. But the learning curve was steep, and the judgment was sharper than the knives. Every mistake felt like a symbol of her foreignness. Every success went unnoticed, and though Sumit often defended her, there were days he simply disappeared into the bedroom or down the hall, leaving Jenny to fend for herself amid cultural expectations she never dreamed she'd have to meet. It wasn't just a living arrangement, Jenny recently admitted in a candid conversation. It felt like a test. Every day. She recalls one morning when she tried to help make breakfast. Sumit's aunt stepped in, corrected her chopping style, and then took the knife from her hand, telling her, "You are too slow." The comment stung not because of the words, but the implication that her efforts had no place there. "I was a guest. But I was also a burden," Jenny said. It's a strange way to exist. Living with his family meant she constantly felt watched. Private conversations with Sumit weren't private. Even arguments became entertainment. If she so much as raised her voice, someone was always at the door, pretending to pass by, listening. "I just wanted to be his wife," she said. Not a project for his family. The culture clash became exhausting. Jenny treasured peace, but the household was an ongoing swirl of activity, expectations, and opinions. Everyone had a say in her marriage: how she talked, how she dressed, how she should act as a wife. The silent presumption was that she needed instruction, that she was incomplete without their guidance. Meanwhile, her independence slipped away one small piece at a time. She missed walking around her own place in pajamas without judgmental eyes. She missed making quiet decisions with her husband. She missed having a kitchen without 4 other people telling her she wasn't doing it the right way. "I love India. I really do," she said. "But living with family, I felt like my life wasn't mine anymore. I want my independent life back." Sumit, torn between the traditions he grew up with and the wife he fought the world to marry, found himself in the impossible position of mediator. He wanted peace, but peace often meant silence, choosing not to challenge his relatives, even when their behavior chipped away at Jenny's spirit. "He wasn't ignoring me," she explained. "He just didn't know how to stand up to his family. And I didn't know how to live under everyone's thumb." The pressure simmered. Small things like how she folded laundry became debates. The temperature of the tea became conversation. And her need for space was treated like a flaw rather than a basic human boundary. Jenny often wondered if the entire 9-month chapter would destroy her marriage. Instead, it revealed the fault lines that had always been there: love strained by culture, expectation, and family loyalty. The moment of change came quietly. One night, after yet another tense day of criticism, Jenny sat alone on the rooftop, staring out over a city that never slept. She cried not because she was weak, but because she was exhausted. Sumit found her there, silent, shoulders shaking beneath the night breeze. She didn't yell, she didn't beg. She simply said, "I can't do this anymore." And for the first time, he didn't tell her to be patient. He didn't tell her to try harder. He just nodded. The family's house was not their future. It was survival, not life. Within weeks, they had packed their belongings and found a new place, tiny, quiet, theirs. Jenny described the move like exhaling after holding my breath for 9 months. "People think independence means being alone," she said. "But it's not. It's about respect, space, dignity. You can love someone and still need room to breathe." Their new home became a sanctuary where conflict didn't come from every doorway. Where cooking dinner didn't feel like a public evaluation. Where she could dance in the kitchen again without someone asking if that was appropriate for a woman her age. Jenny and Sumit still visit his family, but the boundaries are firm now. The couple has made it clear, their home is theirs alone. Decisions are made between the two of them, not through a council of relatives. The experience did not break her. It clarified her. She still loves India. She still loves Sumit. But she also loves herself, and that means holding tight to the independence she spent her life building. "I'm not 20, she said with a calm certainty. "I'm not trying to figure out who I am. I already know. And I deserve a life that honors that." 9 months in someone else's house taught her what she never knew she'd need to say out loud. "I want my independent life back." And now, she has it.